Hi, I'm James Smith, and I'll be your online English teacher. Welcome to my daily podcast, the Royal Guard Podcast. Daily English made to say. Hello there, and welcome back to the Royal Guardian Podcast, your daily sanctuary for learning English the natural way. I am James Smith, and I am absolutely delighted to be back in your ears today. It is a slightly gray morning here in London, typical weather I am afraid. But inside the studio, it is warm and cozy. I have my favorite mug in my hand. It says, "Keep calm and drink tea." And I have a packet of digestive biscuits ready for dunking. Barnaby, my intern, has already managed to drop his biscuit into his tea, which is a tragedy. But we shall try to carry on despite the drama. Today, we are going to talk about the holy grail of language learning. It is the one thing that every student wants to achieve, but very few know how to do. I am talking about thinking in English. You know the problem, don't you? Someone asks you a question, and first, you translate it into your native language. Then, you think of the answer in your native language. Then, you try to translate that answer back into English. It is slow, it is exhausting, and it makes you feel robotic. Today, we are going to break that cycle. We are going to teach your brain to skip the translation step and go directly to the English. But before we rewire your brain, we need to relax it. It is time for the good news. I have two fascinating stories for you today. The first one is about dolphins. Marine biologists have discovered that dolphins actually have names for each other. They use a specific whistle to call their friends, just like I would say, "Hello, Barnaby." It proves that the desire to communicate and connect is not just a human thing. It is a universal instinct. So, if a dolphin can learn a new whistle to make a friend, you can certainly learn a few new English phrases today. Our second story comes from the world of sleep. A recent study has shown that napping, taking a short sleep during the day, can actually make you more creative. They say that the twilight zone between being awake and being asleep is where the best ideas happen. I tried to explain this to my boss when he caught me sleeping at my desk last week. I told him I was not lazy, I was just being creatively productive. He didn't believe me, but maybe you will have better luck. Before we move on, I want to give you the word of the day. Today's word is narrate. To narrate. It means to tell a story or to describe events as they are happening, like a sports commentator on the television. This word is the secret key to today's lesson, because to think in English, you must learn to narrate your own life. You must become the commentator of your own day. Keep that word in your pocket. Narrate. Now, finish your biscuit, wipe the crumbs off your shirt, and let us move to the listening challenge. Today's story is a perfect example of what happens when you don't think clearly. It is, of course, about Barnaby. Barnaby decided last weekend that he needed a new bookshelf for his apartment. He went to a very famous Swedish furniture store. You know the one, they sell meatballs and confusing instructions. He bought a large, flat box called the Billy or something similar, and he dragged it home. Now, Barnaby is a proud young man, so he decided that he did not need the instructions. He said, "I don't need to read this. I can think for myself." He opened the box and started connecting pieces of wood together. He used a hammer, a screwdriver, and a lot of enthusiasm. He was narrating his progress, saying, "This is easy, and I am a genius." But he was not thinking. He was just acting. After 2 hours, the bookshelf was finished. But there was a problem. It was leaning to the left. It looked like the Tower of Pisa. And even worse, he had 5 screws left over in his hand. He looked at the screws. He looked at the bookshelf. He decided to test it by putting one heavy dictionary on the top shelf. As soon as he put the book down, crash. The whole thing collapsed into a pile of wood and sadness. Barnaby spent the rest of the evening sitting on the floor, reading the instructions he had thrown in the bin. Did you follow the tragedy of Barnaby's bookshelf? Let's look at some key vocabulary. I used the phrase assemble. To assemble means to put something together, to build it from parts. I also used the word leaning. If something is leaning, it is not straight. It is bending to one side. And finally, collapsed. This means to fall down suddenly, usually breaking into pieces. Now, let us test your memory with 3 questions. I will ask, you answer. Question number 1. What did Barnaby refuse to use when building the bookshelf? He refused to use the instructions. A classic mistake. Question number 2. What happened when he put the dictionary on the shelf? The shelf collapsed. It fell down completely. Question number 3. How many screws did he have left over at the end? He had 5 screws left over. Never a good sign when you are building furniture. Well done. If you understood that story, you are already doing better than Barnaby. Now take a deep breath because we are about to start the most powerful part of the episode. We have arrived at the shadowing session. Today, we are going to do something different. We are not just practicing conversation. We are practicing internal monologue. To think in English, you must start by speaking to yourself in English. You need to narrate your simple daily actions. I am going to say sentences that represent your thoughts. I want you to imagine you are alone, walking through your house or walking down the street. These are the thoughts you should have in your head. Repeat them after me. Copy the rhythm. Copy the thinking tone. Let's start with simple observations. I am looking for my keys. Where did I put them? I am looking for my keys. Where did I put them? It is getting a bit cold in here. I should close the window. It is getting a bit cold in here. I should close the window. That coffee smells absolutely delicious. I need a cup right now. That coffee smells absolutely delicious. I need a cup right now. I wonder if it is going to rain later this afternoon. I wonder if it is going to rain later this afternoon. Good. Now let's practice decision making. This is how you plan your next move in English. I think I will take the bus today instead of walking. I think I will take the bus today instead of walking. I really need to go to the supermarket before it closes. I really need to go to the supermarket before it closes. Maybe I should call my mother this evening. It has been a while. Maybe I should call my mother this evening. It has been a while. I am not sure what to have for dinner. Maybe pasta or a salad. I am not sure what to have for dinner. Maybe pasta or a salad. Excellent. Now let's practice reactions. These are the quick thoughts you have when something happens. Oh, that is brilliant. Exactly what I needed. Oh, that is brilliant. Exactly what I needed. This is taking much longer than I expected. This is taking much longer than I expected. I am so tired. I cannot wait to go to bed tonight. I am so tired. I cannot wait to go to bed tonight. Look at that traffic. I am definitely going to be late. Look at that traffic. I am definitely going to be late. Brilliant work. Do you feel the difference? When you say these phrases, you are training your brain to label reality in English. You are deleting the translator. Here is my challenge for you today. For the next hour, narrate your life. If you walk to the kitchen, say, I am walking to the kitchen. If you see a dog, say, that is a cute dog. Do it out loud if you are alone, or in your head if you are in public. Otherwise, people might look at you strangely. Barnaby is currently trying to glue his bookshelf back together, so I should probably go and stop him before he glues his hand to the floor. Thank you so much for listening to the Royal Guardian Podcast. You are doing a wonderful job. Keep narrating, keep shadowing, and keep drinking tea. I will see you in the next episode. This is James Smith signing off. Goodbye.